Book Dragons, I'm back. So I'm here for another day of Bookmas. And we're gonna keep trugging along because I don't have a ton of days off to get prep filmed. So I'm gonna tell you guys at this particular moment in early mid-December 2023, what are the top 24 or 22 Netgally arcs that are on my TBR. I'm gonna be super quick. I'm gonna tell you the name, when it's coming out, and like a genre and like a summary if I can think of it, but I'm gonna try not to look at my computer because it's not as engaging. And if I have a physical copy, I will definitely tell you. These videos are all gonna play into my reading game I'm creating for 2024. Hopefully this reading game works. Stay tuned. That will be my goals video, which I don't know when that's going out, but soon. So the first book is Compass and Blade. I will attach a photo at the end, and it is a YA fantasy book that is coming out in February 2024, and it gives me Fable and To Kill a Kingdom vibe with sirens, mysterious magic, sway romance, and cutthroat betrayal. I'm really excited. I loved To Kill a Kingdom when I read it, and Fable was a really solid series as well, so I'm really excited for this one. The second arc that I'm going to chat about is Stay With Me. It is coming out in January 2024, so it's an early one, and it has to do with a girl who accidentally gets a band, she sabotages an up-and-coming band and winds up falling for the lead guitarist when she's trying to rectify her errors, which I think is fun and has the potentiality for some secrets to be revealed. Yes, so here's the photo for that one. Next book I'm going to talk about is Kill Her Twice by Stacey Lee. This comes out in April 2024. It is a YA mystery, historical, and it is set in 1930s in Los Angeles, Chinatown, with a noir twist. And again, I really do like Stacey Lee's middle grade book, and I've been dying to read her mysteries, so this one sounds right up my alley. Here's a photo. So Beating is a YA post-apocalyptic novel coming out in April 2024. I actually have a physical copy of this. I got this from YALLFest, and it gives me The Last of Us vibes. When two girls fall for each other before a post-apocalyptic event, what happens when they both turn into monsters, but yet they still love each other? You had me. If you watch The Last of Us, watch that episode, you know I am engaged. Bella Ramsey has my heart, so yes, definitely want to read this one, and I do have a physical copy, so we'll probably get read a little bit sooner. And here's a pretty cover. Book is also one that I do also have a physical copy of. Got this one from Netgally, from Comic-Con and Netgally clearly. But it's called To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. This is coming out in April, and it is a hate to more romance set with she has the power over death, he has the power over her. Will they bond or will they bring down the world? Sounds really cool, and I love the cover for this book, as you can see right here. Another book that I have a physical copy of is The Last Blood cover by Vanessa Lee. There's not much to say about this one. She's a blood carver. She can alter human biology with a touch. And that's really it. It's coming out in March 2024, and I do want to read this one as well, and I do have a physical copy. Picked this one up at Comic-Con, so hopefully I get to read it soon. Yeah, and here's the cover. Just to diversify this list a bit, I wanted to add The Expectant Detective, which is a cozy mystery coming out in January 2024. And it is moms turned detectives. So that one sounds really fun. I love a good cozy mystery. And I may have a reading vlog coming out soon that has to do with a couple of mystery thrillers on this list. We will see. But yeah, it's coming out in January, and I hope to read it soon. Here's the cover. There's a dog present and accounted for. My dog is currently in a lot of trouble, so she is in her bed, but puppies always remind me of my dog. The book I'm going to talk about is Every Time You Hear a Song by Jenny Voorhees. It comes out in April 2024, and this book has to do with Dumpling meets Dainty Joan and the Six, Road Trips, and Queer Love. I'm excited. Comes out in April. Here's the cover. I want to read it. Hopefully soon. The next book is by Farah Rashan, or Farah something, I will attach the photo here, is coming out in March 2024, and it is Clever Stock, A Searing Perspective, Realistic Pitfalls, Unforgettable High School Moments, and it is similar to vibes of Emma Lord, and Jenny Han. I want to read it, and it comes out in March. Here is the cover. I always get her name wrong. I apologize. I have a physical copy of is One Last Breath by Jenna Marie Saints. Comes out in March. It is her supernatural-ish mystery set in the Florida bayou. It's filled with murder, romance, and a decades-long mystery that haunts a small Florida town. I'm intrigued. Do have a physical copy. Picked it up at Y'all Fest, but here's the cover. I also picked up a copy of Those Beyond the Walls by Micaiah Johnson. This is the companion book to The Space Between Worlds. It's a searing sci-fi thriller. It comes out in March. I did recently get a copy of The Space Between Worlds at Comic-Con, so when I saw this on Netgally, I decided to pick it up. Just hopefully I like the first one, I will like the second one. Here's the cover. The next book is one that I'm definitely excited for. It's The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. Comes out in January. And it's a gothic suspense novel about an infamous heiress and the complicated inheritance she leaves behind. Here is the pretty photo. Comes out in January. A mystery thriller vlog may be in your future. The next book that comes out in January that is also on this list is These Deadly Prophecies by Andrea Tang. It is a magic-infused murder mystery perfect for fans of Knives Out and The Inheritance Game. Have not seen Knives Out, but I love The Inheritance Game, and I'm always looking for something to meet those vibes. This might be it. Do have a physical copy, but here is a photo. Another murder mystery that I'm really excited for that's coming out in 2024. Adult is The Mystery Writer, and it's a thriller with books and authors upside down where a writer's voice is a thing to be controlled and weaponized to the peril of everyone who loves a good story. So, I haven't read The Woman in the Library, but it's by the same author, so I do want to read it, but this one, I got an e-archive, so I decided to pick this one up first, and hopefully I like it. And again, it comes out in March. January 2024 release is Araya Khan's Bollywood Moment, and it is Save the Last Dance meets Never Have I Ever in a high school seniors book with Bollywood vibes. So I'm excited for that one, and again, it comes out in January. I literally just got this one today. I think that this is probably going to be in a lot of book boxes, but I do have an early arc of it. It's To Kid Ya God, February 2024, perfect for Fourth Wings and Shadow and Bone. It is a Russian-inspired romantic fantasy with draconic gods, political revolutions, and magical powers. So, I'm intrigued. Comes out in January. Here's the pretty cover. I want to read it. I liked Fourth Wing, and I'm curious to see if this gives me the same vibes. Another book coming out in January 2024 is Only If You're Lucky by Stacey Willingham. I want to read more of her books, but I got an e-arc of this one. It's about friendship, belonging, loyalty, envy, and betrayal, and psychological suspense. I have no idea what else, but that's all it says. It comes out in January. I want to read it. Here's the photo. Another cozy murder mystery is called Every Time I Go on Vacation Someone Dies. This comes out in April 2024. It's about an author that is writing a murder mystery series, but it's loosely based on her ex, who's kind of a con artist, and he tricks her into giving her half the shares of her earnings, and she wants to kill him off, and things go from there. I think the murder gets a little bit too real for her, and it comes out in April 2024. Here's the very, very beachy cover. Number 20 for the list is Night for Day by Rosalind Lime. It is going to come out in February 2024, and I think that this is her first fantasy novel, but it's basically about soulmates, I think, in a fantasy world. She normally writes adult contemporary, so I'm curious to maybe read a romantic, like a contemporary book, and then read this and see what I like more, but I'm intrigued. Comes out in February, and here's the pretty cover. A Feather So Bachelor by, oh, I can't say her name, I'll touch the photo. It's coming out in February, and it's moonlit forest, perilous magic, seductive romance, tells the story of defiling challenges, a cursed sister, and a Fey Lord that she has to defeat to save her family. Comes out in March, and here's the pretty cover. Heartless Hunter is coming out in 2024, February, and it is enemies to lover, high stakes, with a witch and a witcher falling in love. I sometimes struggle with enemies to more, but it does work for me better in a fantasy setting, so hopefully this is it. Comes out in February. Here's the pretty cover. The one May book I snuck on here a little bit early is The Honey Witch. It comes out in May, but it's like a cozy fantasy, and I'm excited. Here's the photo. So let me know if any of these are on your TBR. I would love to know if you got approved for any, if any of these have now been put on your TBR. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know below, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of Bookmas. Bye.